Alright, welcome back everyone. Today I was going to go out and ride with the Energica to check if the battery heat issue is still an issue on highway riding when it's like it's around 10 degrees colder now outside. So I was testing last time when I did the highway tests, charge ride and so on. It was like 20 to 25 degrees outside, and today it's more like 10 degrees, so even 15 or almost 15 degrees Celsius colder. So I was going to go out and test that, but then I noticed it's very foggy outside, so it's not really safe to ride. So if you can avoid riding in unsafe conditions, well, you better do so. I'll just wait for it to clear up. Maybe I can still do it later today. We'll see. But then last time I was on the highway, I also saw this thing happen in the fog. So just some advice. Even if you're not going to filter through traffic jams, if you find yourself in the tail of a traffic jam, always go to the side or go in between at least like 10 car lengths or maybe even more. And if you don't want to filter, just join the rows again after that. But never ever stay behind the traffic jam, because that's where these things happen. And I've seen multiple of these impact crashes. If you are the last one in that traffic jam, and someone coming from behind you doesn't notice you or any of the jam and hits you, you won't survive. And in these cases, well, that case, people survived. Someone was trapped in that one car, but at least they survived. That also made me realize I could talk about the safety. Of course, I have a helmet. It's required by law. In Belgium, you also need I think you need high boots as well, and long sleeves. That's what's required by law. But I also have this airbag vest, and it's not the fancy thing you see in the GP in the races where it's integrated into the suit and uses sensors to activate and so on. No, it's very basic. There is this leash that you have to attach to your motorcycle, to the frame, to a fixed part on the motorcycle. And this has one of those that you just plug in. And then of course, if you get off, if you get thrown off the bike, then the fact that you're attached will trigger the airbag. And that way, it's a very simple system, but it's effective. And yeah, I can tell you, I've used it a few times already. And the best part of it doesn't protect anything. I'll show you some footage as well that I have from me activating it. Yeah, you can see it best on the video where I show it, but this is the jacket itself. So it's like a life vest for water sports, and there is a cartridge in that pocket that once it's activated, you can just replace the cartridge and you can use it again. And the best part is that this inflates, and I think this inflates, and here something comes down that protects your lower back. But this is, I think, most importantly, it braces your neck so that your head can no longer move. I think that's the best part of it. And it never happened to me that the system would activate by just getting off the bike, because that's a question I get a lot. What happens if you're on your bike and you get off and you forget to undo this thing? Do you then does it trigger? But it doesn't. So the thing is, it has this see this springy thing that makes it extend quite a bit before it will actually trigger the vest. So you can get off, notice it, because it's springy, you can notice it before it triggers. And then the cartridges, so I have some of those because I've replaced them already a few times. You just put this one in and then you arm it again. It's like a bullet that pierces this, and that way it inflates. And then if you want to replace that cartridge, you need to use this screw to align, to retract, to extract the pin that protrudes, and then put this in place and then arm the system again. But yeah, all that's required for installation is adding this to your bike, and yeah, then of course wear the vest as well. That's one of the reasons I got the Energica, that I had to get these bags, because I cannot wear a backpack for my computer when I have that airbag vest. And I think, by the way, that wearing backpacks is not really safe on motorcycles anyway. But yeah, that's the simple protective thing that I use for keeping myself as safe as possible. Thanks for watching, and see you in one of the next videos. Hopefully with me riding and charging at full speed all the time in lower temperatures, because I'm really curious if that will help the battery. It should, in theory it should help, right?